We're live.
Yes, we are. And I
Hello,
actually
everyone.
have really small screen delay. Cool.
Oh, cool. Well, hello, everyone. I'm Garbi Butchers, and we're going to be doing another episode of Loving Unloved Games today. And today we have Chrono Cross, and with me, I haven't played this game too much yet, but with me I have Trysdyn. Hello.
Yeah, hello. I played this a whole lot a couple of months ago, and it's like my favorite RPG now.
Do you like it more than Chrono Trigger?
Yes, and apparently this this gets me defenestrated by people.
I don't know. This has seemed fun from what I've played so far. I don't know. Honestly, RBW, I've heard that. I don't know. I just hear that this game gets a lot of flack, and honestly, if you look at GameFAQs, you'll see a lot of ones at the top of the thing. So
It's
I know they're.
polarizing.
Yeah, it's kind of polarizing. I feel like it probably is because like people expected a sequel to Chrono Trigger, but that's not really what you get.
Yeah, after I finished playing it, I went and looked at a bunch of reviews and stuff, and it's all 1s and 10s and nothing in between.
Yeah, like a clash of expectations. Yeah, definitely. That's been something I think has been talked about a lot on this show. Like, it's different. It's a difference between like what you expect and what you actually get out of a game. Like, that was also how like Bubsy 3D and other things were. So I guess that's kind of a common thing with this.
Also, oh my goodness, you got Nikki in the Termina visit. I'm happy. Nikki is amazing.
Oh, huh. From what I've seen, Nikki like it's been pretty weak from what I've seen, honestly. But maybe I'm just not using.
I don't care. No, I adore Nikki. One of my favorite characters in the game.
So currently there's like actually a lot of like unlockable characters. So I know you mentioned like I just entered Termina, and currently I have like Kid and like I keep like not being able to do this. Kid and Surge. Yeah.
So this is about an hour into the game if you kind of know what you're doing, and you've already missed one, maybe two characters, and one of them maybe permanently.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that one of them I can't get anymore now that I've gotten Kid.
I think you've missed the opportunity to get Poshul, yeah. You have to get Poshul pretty early on. So, the game is intended to be played, at minimum, if you know everything that you're doing from a clean save file, you have to play through the game 3 times to get everyone. It took me 5.
You played through this game 5 times? Wow,
I played through this game 5 times, though after you beat it for the first time, you get some amazing quality of life functionality that lets you beat it in about 3 hours, if you know what you're doing. You get the ability to speed the game up, like, in everything. It's like emulator turbo. It's combat, it's moving on the map, it's everything speeds up. And
that's really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. You keep your star level, which means most of the battles are trivial, and then, like Chrono Trigger, you get the ability to just finish the game at about the halfway mark.
Ooh, that's honestly really neat.
It is. It's really well done. My only complaint is you can't have the entire roster in your party all at once, except for a very small portion of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, you said there was something like 45 or so characters in this game.
45, of which maybe 8 are plot critical and about 12 are required to get to finish the game. So there's a ton of just side party members.
Yeah, I think you mentioned there was one in Termina. I guess I'll be going there.
Ooh, oh yeah. Obviously, if you're here, this is going to be a giant neon spoiler of everything. Like RBW just dropped like a giant spoiler in chat, which is fine. Let me just give the warning out now.
Yeah, there's gonna be huge like Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross spoilers, which means I'll probably get spoiled quite a bit too, but that's fine.
Like you can't talk about the game's status is polarizing without just giving the ending away. I'm going to
don't-
fully give the ending away at some point.
Don't worry. I didn't really glean anything from that. Like, I know that Lynx is someone, but I don't know. I don't remember who that was. Oh, I guess I could see what you might mean, RBW. But yeah, I know you mentioned that there's like, I think, who did you say like I could get here?
In here, so Termina, you can leave Termina with one of 3 party members that will get you into Link's Manor. They're mutually exclusive, which is why you need 3 playthroughs to get everyone. You found Nikki. There's also Pierre, who is kind of the default option if you just can't do any of the... if you can't find the plot breadcrumbs to get any of the other characters, you're most likely to end up with Pierre, who is the game's joke character. He's garbage stats, and his personality is pretty bad too. He's kind of a little bit of a misogynist, and I hated him. And then the third person, I don't even remember his name, but he's basically... Oh, Guile, that's what it was. Guile is the mage standing inside the bar. You can get him to help you as well.
Okay,
in addition to that, I believe at this point you can pick up Greco the wrestler. He's optional.
Oh, where do I do that?
If you can get Greco, he's in the far east of Termina, in the shrine area. There's a little hut there.
Okay.
But Guile's in the bar. Nikki you found already in an alternate save. And Pierre is in the blacksmith shop bedroom.
Huh, I don't think you mentioned Pierre's like the misogynist. We probably won't worry about Pierre.
He is an overblown French stereotype hero person thing, and you can probably imagine what comes with the stereotype. Oh, RBW is saying that Greco is after Viper Manor. Okay. I did play through this quite a while ago. 6 months, not that long.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably just try to go to the bar then.
Yeah, the bar has Guile in it, and you have to do a couple of things to pick him up. I end up with Pierre, just because I didn't realize you could walk to the left from the entrance of Termina, so I never found Nikki, which was sad. But
yeah.
And that's Korcha. As a general clue, as you're playing through this, there are maybe 1 or 2 exceptions, but otherwise, every single person who has a portrait is eventually recruitable.
Oh,
So Korcha's recruitable. Korcha's required actually later on.
Oh, I don't think I ever actually got this like dialogue box when I played at first.
Korcha, yeah. So this dude claims to have a captive mermaid in that tank that's under a cloth, and Korcha shows up and yells at him about being a scam artist and all this other stuff, and then hops down to this boat, and the boat becomes an important plot hint for later.
Okay,
So this is kind of an introduction to, hey, eventually you need a boat. Who do we know of that look to be possibly recruitable and has a boat?
Yeah.
It's pretty good foreshadowing.
I don't think I ever went to the smithy when I played this. Like, I guess there's just a lot of side content in this game.
There's a ton. So in the house you're running to now is another recruitable named Van, who you don't get for a long time. I spent half of my playthrough trying to figure out how to recruit this kid. And as it turns out, you can't until a certain point in the plot, and there's just no hint of that.
Oh, wow.
When I started the game, my randomized party, because when you do the intro, your party's random. It's Surge, Kid, and then a third person who's picked randomly. My third person was Van, so when I met him, I knew he was recruitable. And I'm just like, how do I get him? I don't want to miss him. He was so cool. And you don't get him until like the final quarter of the game.
Oh wow, that's definitely something. There's also like multiple discs in this game, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's a 2-disc game. The second disc is a lot of cutscene, but it's not nearly as bad as like Xenogears. Yeah, so here's Guile over there on the left.
Irene's is awesome.
Irenez?
Oh, Irenez. Okay. Yeah,
she's important. I used her for a while. So this guy may look something like a character you may recognize. As far as I know, the official canon for this is no, this is not Magus. It was going to be, and they decided that it made the plot too clumsy to have that direct of a tie-in, so they kind of retconned him to just be a generic mage person. But there's enough hints still in the plot that you can still bridge that gap.
So you did just buy him like a drink?
I don't remember.
Maybe I can look at like how to do that if I need to.
Which is to say, they retconned the retcon. Yeah, so they bounce back and forth on the status of Guile between Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, Radical Dreamers, and the DS remake of Trigger. Oops, all retcon.
Yeah.
But yes, Irenez is awesome. Irenez is a mermaid you get at about the halfway point, which is pretty awesome character.
Oh no. But yeah, I'm just trying to like figure out how to unlock. Oh, maybe I can.
Let me see if I can jog my memory, and by that I mean look it up.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
Okay, so you need to go all the way to the shrine and talk to Korcha at his boat, at which point he will say, hey, I can take you to Viper Manor, at which point you come back and talk to Guile, and Guile goes, hey, you have a boat, I'll join you.
Oh, okay. Oh.
So, reference to the Radical Dreamers here, I don't know if you played Radical Dreamers or not.
No, I haven't played that yet.
Okay. Radical Dreamers is an interlude visual novel, choose-your-own-adventure sort of thing that takes place between Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross. Sort of, in a parallel universe, maybe. It's all very muddy. And it deals with the Frozen Flame, which is a pivotal plot item in this game. Kid is there, Surge is there, but it's considered apocrypha. The idea is that Chrono Cross was the game that the developers of Radical Dreamers wanted to make, but they didn't have the time or the budget. So when they made Chrono Cross, they said, this is the story we wanted to tell, so this replaces Radical Dreamers.
Oh, that's neat. Wow, I didn't know there was like so much to everything.
Yeah.
Is this like the shrine or...
No, this is where Van is. Van's cool, but you can't get him right now.
I guess we can at least talk to him now.
Van's plotline is really kind of awesome, kind of sad, and really like deep and thought-provoking. Because you're basically able to experience how he turns out depending on how supportive and present or not his father is.
Oh,
You're kind of able to see two versions of him. One where his father is present and maybe not rich, and then another one where the family is rich, but the father's always gone on business.
Oh, poor Van.
As you can tell here which version this is.
Yeah.
Where the dad is just like, if you need anything, have the maid give you money, whatever, I'm out.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah.
But
A lot of the
I guess...
character plot lines are very deep.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool. It's cool that they like had like so much to this game, and like I can tell they really tried to do a lot with this.
And then there's Starkey. Yeah, Starkey.
Oh, I don't know what I'm laughing about, but okay.
Starkey, I'm going to just gloss over because that needs to be seen to be believed if you intend to continue playing this. But
I'll probably try to continue this at some point, but I have a lot of JRPGs to do.
Yeah, Starkey has no plot because he kind of can't have plot for reasons. The most impactful memory of this game I have is just because of the party I had when I found Starkey. I ended up... You end up fighting him, first of all, and he's huge. And just because of the party I had, the abilities I had, and just how the models lined up, the fight consisted of me using one character's limit break, which involved him running up to Starkey with a sledgehammer and pounding him in a very sensitive area with it. Anyway, you need to talk to Korcha down there next to the boat.
Oh, okay. I thought I need to go back to Fossil Valley to help.
You need to wind your way down there and talk to the guy next to the boat, and he will talk about... Now, how you get there, I don't recall, but... He will drop the plot breadcrumb of, I have a boat, at which point Guile will join you.
Find me flowers. Brother. It is such a mystery. Gosh, all this lore.
Yeah, they lore bomb you at the beginning, and then once the world opens up, you're just kind of... You can just go in a straight line and not have a lot of lore in the way, per se. But once the world opens up, you have about 30 characters you can go hunt down to have join your party.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so this is Riddell and Glenn. Glenn, again, I think was at some point supposed to be a shadow of Frog, and then they kind of pulled that out because they decided it was too tight of an integration with Trigger.
Yeah. I wonder, I kind of wonder why they didn't, try to make this more closely integrated with Chrono Trigger.
Because, oh my goodness, it wouldn't work. How do I explain this without destroying the entire plot? Oh my.
Well, just be warned, there might be spoilers in this stream.
This is directly related to Chrono Trigger. Everything that you see here takes place as a result of Chrono Trigger. It's in the same universe, multiverse, something. And events of Trigger do cause Chrono Cross to happen. And those events would be sullied or dulled a little bit if just a reincarnation of Glenn the Frog was running around or Magus was here. So they kind of wanted to be wobbly with the deniability that Guile is not really Magus.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Yeah, that's definitely it taking place in events of Chrono Trigger. I can see that. Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is, I think, how I get here. They couldn't do the character justice. Yeah.
Yeah. Each character gets a fair share of plots, but not enough to be a central character. Surge is very much the protagonist here, but there are 45 characters all competing for the stage, and even with some of them having almost no dialogue or plot or anything, it's still a lot to pass around the spotlight. So having Magus here, he wouldn't really be able to be Magus. He wouldn't be able to be the center of attention, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know how much I buy that, though, because Nikki finds a way to be the center of attention for 4 hours of gameplay if you find his secret little side plot. And it's an amazing side plot.
So I'll say that it sounds like 100% runs of this game would be a real thing.
I looked up the record for 100% roster before. Let me grab it again. I think it was 12 hours.
That's honestly maybe a little less than I'd expect.
That may be NG+.
Oh,
9 hours 36 minutes.
Oh, that's really long, but not as long as I'd expect, honestly.
Yeah, Nikki's plot is amazing.
Oh, yeah. And so, I guess now I should probably go talk to Glenn.
For most of the game, I ended up using Harley, Pip, Starkey, and Marcy. Who, I don't think you've gotten any of them. Yeah, you haven't.
Oh, Glenn doesn't know we have a boat apparently, and they're not telling Glenn that we have a boat.
Oh, it's not Glenn, or Guile, you mean?
Oh, Guile, I think, yeah.
Yeah, the Magus wannabe?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pip's little glitch is unfortunate. Probably the only game-breaking bug in this game is Pip has a unique method of leveling up, and it can break between saves and render them to having minimum stats, basically, for the rest of the game. I got around it by using save states and never saving.
Gotcha.
There's a certain point you reach. I think when Pip reaches their final evolution, they're safe, but their final level. But yeah, it's unfortunate because I use Pip a lot.
Oh yeah. So what do I do now to get Splint or Guile or?
Let's see. So what I'm seeing here is you have to watch the scene with the statue polisher up the stairs here, which I think you've done already.
Yeah, I think so.
And then you have to trigger both of Korcha's events, which I also think you've done. And he specifically says he will agree to take you to Viper Manor, but he needs a guide. Did you get that?
Maybe I didn't. This might be another, scene that I didn't catch, honestly, though.
Well, if you walk up the stairs here, you get an automatic cutscene. You didn't get it, so I assume you did before.
Yeah, probably. I guess maybe I should talk to... well, now Kid's talking, so maybe that's what it is.
Oh. Okay, this may be part of it. So now that you've had this... now try to talk to Guile. It's a little unfortunate because this is probably the only plot trigger soup thing in the game. Everything else is smooth. I may have had one other hitch late in the first disc, but otherwise it's all real clean.
Okay, yay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, now we can go there. It's cool that there's multiple ways to do this. Yay! Automatically joins your party.
So something worthy of note is that you would think with 45 characters writing all this dialogue would take up a ton of time and memory on the CD, right?
Oh yeah.
It doesn't, because what they did is for all of the generic dialogue, not the character plot specific stuff, every character takes from one script, and that script is passed through a character-specific accent filter in the game code.
Okay.
And it is a masterful algorithm that they used to be able to do this and be able to size and kern the text properly and everything. But depending on your party leader, you'll talk to someone, or who's in your party. You'll talk to someone and your party will react in a certain way, and it's all taken from the same script and just being given an accent and a dialect based on the character. Kid has a quasi-Australian accent. Korcha will finish any word that ends with an A with a capital CHA instead, like a sort of a sharp drawl. My favorite is probably Pip, who Pip speaks in Owu speak. And there's an amazing non-required out-of-the-way scene where you try to bluff a military soldier in a specific location, and if you have Pip in your party, Pip goes full Full Metal Jacket Gunny. What is your major malfunction? Why are you speaking that way to a superior officer? In full-blown infantilized Awu speak.
Oh my gosh! Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, Lucia speaks in quasi-German accent as well. Gosh, who else is just really stand out? Pashul talks with a lisp, which is tastefully done. It's not a problem.
Oh, cool. So, hey, we're on a boat.
All right, you're on your way to Viper then. So
yeah,
we can get to see some action stuff.
Cool. Yeah, I have another file I'm bad at the Viper Mansion, but still, yeah. Now we get to get here through the boat. I might switch my save file so we can see Nikki too later.
I am super in support of Nikki just because, very much my aesthetic and my kind of personality. Nikki's presentation is also rather gender ambiguous, and I love it.
Oh, yeah.
And like I said, Nikki's particular side plot, which is pretty difficult to find, it's probably one of the better hidden major elements in the game, is just incredible. I might have cried a little bit at it.
Aw, yeah. It seems like there's definitely a lot to this game.
There is. I had mentioned that you may have missed Pashul already. As a result of that, there are two characters I don't think you can get later on because they require Pashul to be Pashul at them to get them to join your party. So you have trees of stuff like that where, well, you missed this one thing all the way back here. Now this is inaccessible and this is inaccessible. But it's okay because in subsequent playthroughs you can go so much faster.
Yeah.
Oh no, the comic relief dingus villains. Oh no. Oh, we don't get to see them because we're not breaking down the front gate with Pierre, but that's okay.
Well, with Pierre. Oh, yeah, I didn't get him.
Yeah, so one of the alternatives here is that you take Pierre and you just go right in the front door of Viper Manor. You don't try to sneak in. Because Pierre is a great hero and super strong and he can take them on. And you end up meeting the dingus antagonists of the early game. Which one of them just kind of made me put the controller down and walk away for about 5 minutes. There's a live stream for Live Alive tomorrow. Oh my. Yes, I'm excited. Live Alive, however, is not a polarizing game. It is an amazing game.
Yeah, I still need to, play that.
Oh, you do. Apparently, a friend of mine is now collecting Twitch clips of people who yeet themselves out of the airlock in the space chapter. And I'm in that hole of shame.
Yeah, that's definitely, that's not something I've ever actually tried, but I know you really like it.
Oh, I've heard of Live Alive. Yes, I was the first American and probably the first person in general to speedrun it by about 2 years.
Oh, huh.
I love that game.
Yeah, it's like an RPG where you have multiple segments. Is it Octopath Traveler? I guess maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to get by this water spout. You just got to time it right.
Okay. It's just I just don't know the hitbox that well is the main problem. Oh, better than Octopath. Wow. I kind of mean the same style of Octopath, where there's multiple characters.
since we're making some, you know, objectionable and polarizing shot calls here, I'm gonna go on record and say I don't care for Octopath. I mean, it's a perfectly fine game. It really is, but it doesn't really cater to my playstyle very well.
Oh, I gotcha.
I would say Live Alive is a lot better, yeah.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
So I guess while we're here in combat, I feel like the people who designed Chrono Cross kind of sat down and said, let's just take everything that makes an RPG, strip it out, and anytime we want to add stuff back in, we really talk and think about what we're doing, because everything's just so weird and different with this system.
Yeah.
Anybody can move at any time in any order. Like, you can take 5 turns in a row with Kid if you want. It's gated by your stamina. And,
oh, yeah.
Yeah. And the idea is to chain together attacks to make combos, and then if you use a spell, it usually consumes like 7 stamina and puts you in the negative, so you can't move again for a while. What I tended to do was do a light, medium, heavy attack end with a spell, unless I was doing something special.
Oh, yeah.
And that kind of gives you a simulation of a normal turn-based RPG system, but there's so much you can do with this. No experience. You just get random stat ups after battle, a la Saga. But unlike Saga, you can cap out your stats for your current area pretty fast. Excuse me. Like 6 or 7 battles and you're probably up to speed with what you can get for the area, because your stat gains are gated by how many bosses you've taken down.
Yeah, if you can your accuracy for attacks go up, yeah.
It doesn't plummet, it resets to base if you miss, I think. So it's trying to have you piece together a combo, starting with light attacks and moving up to riskier ones.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, plummeting in your book. I will admit that most of my equipment for a good portion of the game was accuracy boosting items, because I hate missing. I hate missing in RPGs.
Yeah.
I despise random accuracy.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either, honestly.
Like, I was playing Septerra Core, and it's just like, you have to wait like a minute for the ATB to progress, and then you miss, and then I hate life.
Yeah.
It's not nearly that bad in Chrono Cross.
Well, yeah, the good news is that you can move, like, again pretty quickly, so that's pretty cool at least.
Yeah, the worst that can happen is you get to the heavy attack in your combo and you miss, and now it's just like, well, what now?
Yeah.
The skill system is Vancian, like D&D style. You basically specify what spells you want, and you have 7 levels of spells, and you can slot whatever you want wherever you want, pretty much. And in each battle, you get the full complement of spells, and then when you use one, it gets consumed. Like right now, you have 5 slots on Kid. At the end of the game, you have 7 levels, and it starts with like 9 charges at level 1, and then goes down in a pyramid, ending at 3 charges of level 7. So you have a ton of magic at the end of the game.
Oh, cool. And yeah, you can, like, the way this works is that you can use each element once, but after that, you have to wait till the next battle to be able to use it again.
Yep.
Except for consumables, which like run out after you use them.
Yeah, there are some consumables. Items are put in the element grid like spells are. And
yeah.
In addition to having the whole element grid thing going on, they have consumable charges, and when they run out, they disappear.
Ah, yeah.
There are a couple of very unique characters. Like, Pip is unique in that they gain levels in a different way, and therefore their grid changes shape in a different way. And then you have Sprig, who basically never gains spell charges, but that's okay because he's a blue mage basically, and can transform into other monsters and then gain their element grids.
Oh, wow, that's neat.
Yeah, Sprig is pretty neat. I did not do a lot of stuff with Sprig because when I do an on-stream playthrough of a game, I usually try to not dig super deep into the side content that's not like plot impacting. I kind of want to move on a little bit, but I did play with Sprig off stream and they're pretty neat.
Ooh. Oh yeah, wait, Sprig this is a boss. Oh wait, we're running a boss, aren't we? I should have kind of been ready.
Well, hey. I mean, fortunately, you refill your elements. You also have your mouse cursor on screen a little bit there.
Oh heck yeah! Also, I have save states.
We all mouse strats at least once. It's all good.
Oh, I didn't get to use the elements.
So this was not the path I took into Viper Manor, so I don't remember a lot about this boss. By the time I fought it, I was 99 star, and just kind of ran it over.
Huh, well, I guess we'll see how this goes. Like, yeah, this...
You should be okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know about innates yet?
Innates? Well, I think I'm at the point where they exist, but I don't know if I really know how to use them particularly well.
So every character is permanently set to a color. You've got red for Kid, white for Surge, and I think Guile is black, if I recall correctly. They are arranged diametrically. White and black are opposed, blue and red are opposed, yellow and green are opposed. And if you attack across an oppositional line, you do additional damage. And you also take additional damage from an element on the opposite side. In addition to that, if you use the same color element as your character's innate, it's more effective.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have the field effect, where the more of a certain color is on the field, the more powerful those abilities are.
Oh, yeah.
You have stab, basically, from Pokemon.
That's a good way of explaining it, yeah. I get it, yeah.
Guile, no.
I guess... I'd like to use Pilfer, but I can't really use that now, because I'm going to focus on defeating the boss. Yeah, so like fire attacks are better with Kid.
Yeah. Surge is always... So this kind of surfaces one little bump about the game, in that you will always have as your protagonist either a white innate or a black innate. So unless you're doing really weird party building strats or you just don't care, there's almost no reason to use another white or black innate in your party, which is a shame because there's some really cool characters that are white or black innate.
Yeah.
I really wish I could use Gearbach, but there's no point.
I don't know, Guile. I guess I'll...
Guile is flat.
It looks like the other Kid and Surge saw quite a bit of health, though, at least. Ooh, a Magnet Bomb, yay.
Yeah, Grobik, that's how you pronounce it. Grobik is a super cool character who's really powerful when you get him, but having him in the party causes field effect management issues because you have Surge, who's white innate.
Yeah.
But that is a level of optimization you may not have to care about.
Yeah. I guess I'll try to do that. Yay. I'm not able to use... I guess I don't have any more elements left. Except I guess I could use this, or... Why am I sometimes not able to use, like, the tablet? I think I might be missing that.
Regardless of how many charges you have, I believe you can only use an element slot once, even if it's a consumable. In battle.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Can you believe I didn't actually use consumables all that much?
Oh, yeah.
I get elixir syndrome with them, even though you can just go and buy 99 of them for like $100. I still Still get paranoid.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Oh no.
Yeah, that was a black innate attack on Surge. That's gonna hurt.
Oh no. Well, I guarded this time. I don't know if that actually. Oh, that didn't actually change anything. This is bad.
Yeah, this is ouch zone.
We'll see how this goes. Ooh, I got that.
So I know I said that the field effect may not be a huge deal, but if you're running like 2 black innate elements here against a black enemy, that's Danger Town. You can run from bosses though.
That's oh yeah, I didn't expect to be able to do that honestly, but now like no one has much health, so
you'll get back to 1 HP on everyone, and now you need to figure out how to heal up here.
Let me see if I can use like the yeah, I can use like the tablets. It looks yeah, I can use those, I guess. And or also like a better approach is probably loading a state.
It's all good. Yeah. You're a little underpowered. Like yeah, Surge is almost dead. Guile's almost dead here.
Oh yeah. I guess I'll try to do this again, but if this doesn't work, I may actually go to the other save file that has Nikki.
Yeah,
if I don't defeat it.
It's not something I would complain about. Guile's good too, though.
Yeah.
Like, there is no wrong choice except Pierre.
Yeah. I wonder if it'd be best to focus on the like flying enemy first.
I seem to recall they're both kind of bossy. I don't think there's like a main and a secondary enemy for this. The main thing I would recommend is when you're going to use the character-specific skills like slash and dash, or dash and slash or whatever, that you do make sure the elemental innate lineup is there. Like use that on the black innate enemy.
Oh. Oh no.
That's a big chunky source of damage.
Oh, no. Wait, so the white innate ability is there now. Or now it's blue, unfortunately. So the one that's there, is it like red, white, and blue, or just blue?
At the current state of things, that would mean red is buffed once, white is buffed once, blue is buffed once. And then if you manage to get 2 reds on there, blue or red is buffed twice. And if you get 3, red is buffed 3 times, and you can use a special spell that you don't have access to yet to do like massive damage.
Ooh, neat. It looks like this battle isn't really going to go well, sadly. So I guess I want to use like Fireball here.
I think this is part of what makes the game so polarizing, though, is this is not what people expected when they came into this thinking, hey, this is Chrono Trigger 2. It's not. It's very different.
Yeah, definitely. This is still fun though, I feel.
I think it's I wish there was another game with this system. It's amazing just to have something different, because let's be honest here, Chrono Trigger had a very bog standard JRPG battle system. It really did.
Yeah, there were some like unique things with it, but generally more or less, yeah, it was.
Yeah, like there were combo techs and whatnot, but it was pretty standard.
Well, yeah, well, it's more like just for like the text and or like the turn-based format and the ATV.
Yeah.
This doesn't look like it's gonna go well, so I'm actually just gonna run away and like play with Mickey for now. I guess I could create like a save state here so that I can return to this if I want.
Yeah, so regardless of how you get into Viper Manor, the plot kind of recombines afterward. You go forward with whoever you recruited to do this, but for the most part, the plot afterward is the same. There's a couple of small differences.
Yeah.
Position mattered in Chrono Trigger, and you had no way to change your position.
Oh, yeah. That's
Okay,
definitely
so every way it wasn't bog standard was bad. Got it. No, I'm kidding.
I
Now
mean,
I'm just
I
like-
really Chrono Trigger's honestly like it's one game that I really, really appreciate. But yeah,
I do enjoy Chrono Trigger quite a bit. I mean, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so
Yeah.
where do we resort to here? We have Nikki.
Oh,
and
I
we
just did
are-
finish this minigame.
You just finished the minigame?
I think I finished it. Yeah. Let me see.
All
I
right.
should. Yeah, I have the. I think I have the key, so I should have it. So.
Yeah.
Hey, Silver Star. So I just need to. I guess. I wonder what happens if I get caught in. Oh heck! I was wondering what happened if I got caught in that.
Stop right there, criminal scum. Halt, halt, halt. Oh, by the way, they will chase you through the screen transition.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
You have a slight problem.
Yeah. but if I did that, maybe it's okay. Like if I go to like another part of the area.
I like how they politely wait for you to move after a screen transition.
Yeah.